Today on Titan Sports Recap, women's soccer has been impressive, but this continues after facing San Diego. Men's soccer gets ready to end their non-conference schedule on a high note. Plus, we have an exclusive interview with our men's basketball team. All this and much more on Titan Sports Recap. Hello and welcome to Titan Sports Recap, bringing you the best video coverage of all Cal State Fullerton athletics. We've got a great episode in store for you. I'm Jeffrey Barner, alongside my co-host Christian Vigil.
Thanks, Jeff, but I've been meaning to ask, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I watched baseball and saw Bryce Harper get into a fight in the dugout.
That was fun, but you know what? My Angels might make the postseason.
Maybe.
Baseball was great, but you know what? Let's jump right into the action. Men's soccer looks to close their non-conference schedule on a high note. Our very own reporter Jason Gareeling was there for the action.
Thanks, guys. Men's soccer opened up a soccer-filled day against Grand Canyon University, looking to recover from a loss against Utah Valley last week. Let's look at the highlights. It was a hard one for as the Titans took on the Antelopes in this non-conference matchup. It was the first game of the men's and women's doubleheader on Sunday. The Titans struggled offensively to capitalize on any chances or passes in the first half. It seemed that the Titans might be shut out, but Coach Kuhn spoke to the team at halftime to help them out.
The coach was pumped us up in the locker room, and he said we had to come out with more intensity.
Whatever the coach told him must have helped, because in the 59th minute, Ross McPhee drove one straight into the goal for the first goal of the game. Just seconds later, Diego Sanchez received a pass from Brandon West for the second score of the game and his team-leading fifth goal of the season. It wasn't just the offense that propelled the Titans to victory, the defense was a vital part in this win as well. Here the Titans had to clear out the ball not once but twice out of their own box. Coach Kuhn provided his thoughts of the game.
I don't have the final stats, but I think we dominated the game in possession, we dominated the game in corners, and I think we could have done that against Utah Valley as well. But I think in that approach, they played a much bigger team, and so we came with a different approach.
With some help from the defense and 2 great goals, the Titans finish off the Antelopes 2-0. Next week on Thursday, the Titans will face Sacramento State. From Titans Stadium, this is Jason Gareeling, Titan Sports Recap.
Speaking of, women's soccer was also out there for the doubleheader on Sunday as they look for another win against the Toreros of San Diego.
Moving on to women's soccer, and the Big West defending champions are off to their best start in forever, which is pretty impressive considering they are the champions. But into the first half we go. Morgan Batchelor, with the only highlight of the half, is going to send this one to the right side to take a 1-0 lead for Fullerton. However, the second half would be completely different, a very high scoring half, as you'll see in the left corner. San Diego kind of pressures the ball a little bit, loose scramble, but San Diego able to get it back and ties the game right in the middle for a goal. However, it was all Fullerton in the second half after that goal. At the right corner, you're going to see Simonian is going to attempt this near perfect crossfield pass to Calise to take advantage and score for the Titans around the 53rd minute mark. But that Titan offense would continue the offensive onslaught. You're going to see Calise pass to Mencia. Mencia is going to pass to Birkenroad. Birkenroad tries to scramble for the ball, attempts a shot, but gets blocked. However, Mencia scores for the goal. 6 different players from Cal State Fullerton would end up scoring in this game. Pretty sure you know where this is going to end up, as you'll see the next player to score for Fullerton will be none other than number 58, Rebecca Wilson. As you'll see, she'll fight for position, attempts a tough shot, sends this one to the left side on the right side of the field. Rebecca Wilson on the ground, but knowing that she made the goal, Titans lead 4-1. The second half highlights would continue to fall for Fullerton. Birkenroad, a beautiful pass to Fajnor, who scores to give Fullerton a 5-1 lead in the second half. San Diego prior to this game was off to a 2-6-2 start, and they would continue to fight, however, as off the right corner, San Diego would score its second goal of the game. In the left corner now, San Diego would continue its offense and ends up scoring its third goal of the game after missing a header, but finds the opening in the Cal State Fullerton defense. Fullerton would lead 5-3, but the icing on the cake would come later in the half. San Diego, failing to get back in transition on defense, Fullerton would take advantage. The goalkeeper for San Diego would leave the goal wide open for Janelle Garcia to take advantage and score her first goal as a member of the Titans. Fullerton would end up winning the match 6-3 and improve to 8-1-1 of the season.
Basketball season's right around the corner. Well, almost. But men's basketball hosts a center court tip-off dinner fundraiser on Sunday, November 1st, in order to raise funds for the men's basketball program. The event will include a cocktail hour beginning at 4 p.m., and their keynote speaker happens to be Cal State Fullerton All-American and 11-year veteran, Cedric Ceballos. Ceballos was the epitome of a scorer, with perimeter game and, of course, inside skills, with a proficient drive on the offensive glass while at Cal State Fullerton. Not only was he a scorer, but he also received many accolades for his true talent. He was two-time first All-Big West selection and earned honorable mention All-American recognition in both 1989 and 1990. A big year was for Ceballos as he was drafted in the second round as the 48th overall pick of the 1990 NBA draft by the Phoenix Suns. You may have also catch Ceballos on the court for the Lakers, Mavs, Pistons, and the Heat. Coach says, and I quote, "We are looking forward to spending time with everyone in attendance as we foster financial support for the program, as well as preview the season and hear from Titan great Cedric Ceballos. We are planning for a great evening and an exciting season." End quote.
Though Titan baseball is not in season, their preparation never ends. Cal State Fullerton's 2015 recruiting class was ranked 24th in the nation, according to the Collegiate Baseball newspaper annual evaluation. Fullerton's class ranks first among Big West Conference opponents. Among those recruits, newcomers Chris Ceballos, Eric Cha, Brett Conine, and Colton Eastman, just to name a few. The Titans went pretty far last year, making it to the World Series, and you got to think these freshmen would have just a lot of weight on their shoulders.
Yeah, well, they were certainly a young group of guys last year. They certainly exceeded expectations, controversial end though, but this year we got another young group of guys, including a player named Shaw, who happens to have an ERA of 1.55 and had 58 strikeouts. Pretty impressive, so hopefully this year, not bad at all, my friend. But you know what? Hopefully we'll exceed expectations this year.
All right.
Penaloza's hard work is certainly paying off, leading Cal State Fullerton for the second time this season and the fifth time in his career. At just the start of his junior year, Penaloza has earned Big West Men's Cross Country Athlete of the Week honors as he ended within the top 10 at the Mustang Challenge. This is his first Big West Athlete of the Week honor, and it's certainly well earned.
The men's golf team takes back to the links at the Atani Quality Homes Collegiate at the Parlos Ridge Golf Course at Washington State on Monday. Last time the Titans played there, the Titans men's golf team made a late rally at the top of the leaderboard, but fell short just one stroke and finished in second. They look to build on their performance from last year and hopefully do better.
A huge day for junior Martina Edberg as she earns her fourth career victory Sunday at the Cowgirl Desert Intercollegiate hosted by Wyoming at the Classic Club in Palm Desert, California. Edberg's victory at the event is now the all-time Titans record in wins, and she finished the tournament with a 5 under 211, a new 54-hole career best. She finished 6 strokes ahead of Hannah Fascini of UC Riverside. As for the rest of the team, the Titans finished tied for 7th with host Wyoming and were 26 strokes back of co-champions UC Riverside and San Jose State. Fullerton would take about a week's rest before the final tournament of the fall season on October 12th at the Pat Lester Harbottle Invitational at the Tucahoma Golf and Country Club in Lakewood, Washington.
The schedule for the women's tennis has been announced and the team's excited and ready. The Titans will prepare for the spring with the same lineup as last year, playing the beach tennis tournament from October 9th through the 11th, the ITA Southwest Regionals from October 15th through the 19th, and the CSUN Fall Invitational from October 23rd to the 25th, and the Jack Kramer Invitational from November 5th through the 8th. Head coach Diane Matias hopes the team will use these tournaments to prepare for the spring season. After the fall competition ends in November, the Titans open the 2016 season hosting UC San Diego on January 20th at Cal State Fullerton and head south for matches at San Diego State and San Diego.
So close, yet so far away. Friday night would see an end to a 20-match winning streak for the women's volleyball team against UC Riverside. Fullerton fought hard in a tough battle against the Highlanders, but the Titans extend their losing record to 13 of the season, despite career numbers from players like Megan Delgado, who had 18 kills, and Rachel Brown, who finished with 18 digs to lead the team. Along with the career highs for Delgado and Brown, Mackenzie Olsen messed around and almost got a triple-double. Had to throw in that Ice Cube reference there. But the Titans also scored a season-high 27 points in the first set, and would later break that following a 29-point third set. But sometimes you got to take the bad with the good. The Titans scored the season-low 10 points in the second set, and allowed the Highlanders to score 31 points in the third. UC Riverside will go on to win the match 3-2.
After a tough season last year, men's basketball looks to redeem themselves at this new upcoming season. Our reporter Chelsea Carroll has the exclusive.
Beginning of the 2014-2015 Titans men's basketball season, they lost 3 primary players, Alex Harris, Moses Morgan, and Steve McClellan. Now they have to come back and find that chemistry with their new team. New expectations with a new season. Let's see what the players have to say about that. How is it like with the new chemistry on the team? What are you guys noticing about the team and how are you guys adapting?
We're deeper. I think we're more than just 3 players, per se. We're deeper at each position, and we're more mature. I think we're more of a unit this year.
What do you mean by that, more mature?
We got, 6, 5 seniors? So that's huge. Sheldon's been here 3 years, so we're deeper, we're more experienced, we're more mature. We learned from last year, and we're ready to move forward.
How are you expecting to be like a leader for this new upcoming season? How are you expecting to motivate your new team?
I think we're self-motivated. We understand what happened last year. That's the motivation right there. I think for me, going into my last year, it's just about enjoying the moment and not looking too far ahead into the future. I think.
So like play-by-play type of thing?
Yeah, just enjoy every game that's in front of us.
Malcolm, I noticed that you transferred from Pepperdine and you utilized your redshirt season. How did it feel to sit back and basically watch your new team play without you?
It was tough sometimes, to be away from the game that I love, and I felt like, I could be out there helping the team. So it was tough, but, I utilized it the right way, so I'm looking forward to the season.
Do you plan on starting?
Yeah.
Yeah, being honest. So, Candy, you led the team with 19 blocks this last season. A lot of people seem to compare you to Steve McClellan, saying that you're the new Steve. How do you feel about that?
I'm not the new Steve, I'm the new me.
What are you hoping to bring to the table this season? Personally.
Towards the end of the season, I already my offensive game really got up a lot, and I'm still going to be on my defense, blocking shots, taking charges, and just being a protector of the paint.
Sheldon, so you've been here the longest. This is going to be your 3rd season with the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you noticed with the progression of each season with each different team, because they're all different players? So what have you noticed makes it different?
The style of play was different our first year with our guards, Mikey Williams, and then being a leader, and then Alex Harris, my last year. It's just the style of play is different. We just need to find one tempo that we're comfortable with and that everybody else is comfortable with, and then we can just run with it from there.
If you had one thing to say to your fans about this upcoming season, what would it be?
Just don't stop believing in us.
We're going to play hard. We're going to play with effort. And, we have a new group this year, and I think this team's a team something to look forward to.
It will definitely be an interesting season, no doubt about it. Titan fans will be here for that support. From Titan Gym, I'm Chelsea Carroll, Titan Sports Recap.
And for your Titan timeline highlighting the biggest games in the next couple of weeks. Men's soccer plays at home as they host their first conference game facing Sacramento State on Thursday, October 1st at 7 p.m. Following the second conference game on October 3rd as they face UC Davis at 7 p.m. Then they're on the road as they travel to Cal Poly Pomona for a match on October 8th at 7:30 p.m. and to the beautiful beaches of Santa Barbara on October 10th at 7 p.m. Women's soccer also begins conference play, and they're on the road to face their rivals Long Beach State on October 4th at 6 p.m., then return home on October 9th to face UC Davis at 7 p.m. in Hawaii October 11th at 5 p.m. Women's volleyball returns home to face Hawaii on October 2nd at 7 p.m., then they travel to UC Davis for a match at 7 p.m. For game dates and times, please go to FullertonTitans.com.
And remember all of our social media outlets. You can catch our entire video highlight library on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/TitanSportsRecap. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @TSUFSportsRecap. Find us on Facebook for all updates on all Fullerton athletics. And check us out on Instagram for behind-the-scenes photos. Check us out on Titan Sports Recap.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Titan Sports Recap. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeffrey Barner.
And I'm Christian Vigil. See you in 2 weeks.